Alright, this is Team Jacob's hospital support robots, particularly the UV bot for FSE 100. So the main chunk of this circuitry is going to be our navigation system. So we have two gear motors that are going to control the forward, backward, and stop motion of UV bot. This microservo up here is going to control the left and right. And all of this is going to be determined by this ultrasonic distance sensor right here. So we want the UV bot to stop when there's obstacles in front of it. It is going to go through some decisions and look left, look right, see if there's obstacles in either direction, and pick whichever direction is better. Now, when it comes to UV bot, it is going to utilize UVC lights to disinfect rooms in a hospital. UVC light is dangerous to humans at the concentration it would be at, so we have this temperature sensor here to monitor for human body temperatures within the room. If anything is picked up by this temperature sensor, it's going to shut off our UV lights and is going to give us a visible alarm with this red LED as well as an audible alarm with this piezo here. Looking at our UV bot code, we are going to get all of our variables set up. We're going to get our pin modes turned on. We're also going to set up our Arduino to communicate with our computer so that we can return values in the serial monitor here. This first function is going to calculate the distance returned by the ultrasonic distance sensor, and we're going to store that in the distance variable. Here are our functions to move UV bot forward, reverse, stop its position, or turn right or left. This is the main chunk of running code, so we're going to be constantly watching to see if our distance falls below 20 inches. If it does, it's going to turn off our UVC light immediately. It is going to turn on our warning light, and it's going to stop UV bot. UV bot is going to back up a little bit to give it space to calculate left and right distances, just in case that obstacle is close enough that we can't see very far. Next, it is going to look to the right, and if the distance value is higher than the left, it'll turn right. If the left value is higher than the right, it'll turn left. And that is comparing the left and right distances here. Now we also have our temperature sensor monitoring for human body temperature. So if we fall anywhere between the range of 34 to 40 degrees Celsius, our UV bot is going to run all of these lines of code simultaneously. So first off, it's going to turn our red warning light on. It's going to spit out a message to our serial monitor that there's a human body temperature detected. It is going to tell us what that temperature is, stop UV bot, and it's going to turn our UVC light off to protect anyone that may have accidentally entered into the room. We also have a piezo throwing out a warning alarm as well. This code is going to run every 5 seconds, so as long as that temperature is still within that 34 to 40 degrees range, UV bot's going to stay stuck in place. Once we are out of our danger zone, it's going to see, okay, we can continue moving forward. We're going to go ahead and get UV bot moving. So it is moving forward. You can see our UVBC light is currently functioning. We're about 40 inches of clearance out in front of UV bot. Once we drop down below those 20 inches, our UVC light is going to turn off and our red warning light is going to come on. UV bot is currently looking left or right, but we're still within that 20 inches, so it's going to kind of stop itself here until we are out of that distance out in front. Stopped UV bot. Let's move our obstacle off to the right. Looks like our left path is more clear than our right, so it's going to turn our UVC light back on and turn our red warning light off. Next we have our temperature sensor here. We're in that safe range. We're below 34 right now. Once we hit that human body temperature of about 37 degrees, UV bot is going to tell us, hey, there's a human body temperature detected. This is what it was. We need to stop UV bot. At the same time, our red warning light has come on, our UVC light has turned off, and we're currently sounding an alarm right now. Once that temperature is back within a safe operating range, be really hot in the room, UVBot's going to give it 5 seconds to go through that code. Hey, it sees the temperature is good to go, so we're going to continue forward.